94.9 and 104.5 The Pick. It's Shaggy. And on the phone with me right now, I have the man himself. You may know him as the guitarist for Quiet Riot and also the guitarist for Hookers and Blow, Mr. Alex Grossi. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Now, before I get into anything about Hookers and Blow, I want to talk Quiet Riot for just 1 second. Obviously, there was a huge loss not too long ago with the death of Frankie, so my condolences go out to you and the band. But Rudy Sarzo is back. How did that happen?
It was kind of one of Frankie's final wishes to have Rudy back in the band. And so stars aligned. Even with COVID and everything, we were able to make everything work out. And he's back. We're doing great. And he's a wonderful guy to be around, very inspiring. And I think Frankie's looking down, and he's really happy with everything right now. So
for sure.
We're really glad with the way things have been going lately.
Yeah, last time I ran into Rudy Sarzo a couple years ago at a music festival. He was actually playing bass for the Guess Who. So I was really psyched to see he was back in Quiet Riot.
Yeah, he describes it as he's coming home, When you see him play those songs, it just makes perfect sense. I mean, he's the guy, It looks like Quiet Riot, it sounds like Quiet Riot. It's good for all of us. The fans love it, and he's very happy. So it's a win-win. So I'm just, very happy, and I'm glad we can carry on the legacy. That's what we're supposed to do. When people are no longer with us, keep the legacy alive for them.
That's all you can do, right?
Yep.
Now, other than Hookers and Blow and Quiet Riot, you have been a busy guy on your own. I actually saw, in 2020, you did an album with Public Enemy, a song with the father of funk, George Clinton.
Yeah, I live in Las Vegas, and Flavor Flav is basically my neighbor, and we go bowling from time to time.
No way.
It came time to make the record. I ended up in the studio with him one day, and I did threw some tracks down on the title track. It's called "What You're Gonna Do," and the grid goes down. And I didn't even realize it, but the background vocals that I sang are actually doubled by George Clinton. It ended up being so I'm on a track with George Clinton and Cypress Hill. Yeah, it was a nice surprise. Yeah, I didn't really think it would turn out the way it did, but it was. Definitely a cool phone call to get, and definitely something cool to have on your resume. Let's get on the Wikipedia page.
Exactly, man. I'm a big fan of rock and rap and funk, so to combine all of them into one song I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. If you look back, Public Enemy did that song, Bring the Noise, with Anthrax back in the day. They were always sort of pioneers of melding different genres of music together, so it made perfect sense,
Now, moving on to the main event, Hookers and Blow. You guys are actually making your way to Idaho Falls on March 11th at the Roadhouse Saloon. Tickets go on sale today. Now, Hookers and Blow, I'm going to say definitely a name that grabs your attention.
It's a name that does a lot of different things, yes. I don't believe we've ever played up there. I know that I've been up there with other bands. I think this is our Idaho debut. I think we did maybe one show in Jerome a couple of years ago. But yeah, this is going to be Idaho Falls, Hookers and Blow. We're going to pop for charity. So it's going to be a good time. And I understand we've been getting a lot of airplay up there, so it should be the audience should even know some of the songs.
Oh, for sure. I'm throwing you guys on the show all the time. We're actually good friends with Dead Fervor, who I know has gone on tour with you quite a bit.
They'll be opening that show, I believe, yes.
Yes, they will. Now, you guys just came out with your debut self-titled album, and it consisted of mostly covers. I believe 100% covers, correct?
It's all covers, yeah. We've never really written any music. We never really even planned on recording anything. So when we did make the record, it had to be something like that we were going to, we could, recreate live and also something that we could have fun with. And, we all write music in our quote, day job bands, with Guns N' Roses and Quiet Riot and all the other bands that we collectively play with. So we didn't want to create any more work for ourselves because Hookers and Blow is about anything but work. We just kept, keeping the spirit of what the band was originally about. We decided to just really do the bare minimum and make a cover record.
Oh, yeah, I love it. And I mean, you got some killer tunes on there. I mean, stuff from the Stones, Zeppelin, David Bowie, Elton John, and a whole lot more. When you're actually coming up with the track list for this covers album, then how do you figure out what songs you're going to be playing?
We recorded about 20 songs, and then I think about 12 made the record. It just which one sounded the best, which one felt the best. And then as far as live, we've had pretty much the same set list for 15 years now. A lot of times we don't even have a set list. We just pull, we call them out as we go on stage based on what the audience is into. So it's a party. If you ever see one of our shows, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, when come March, you'll totally get it after you see it in Idaho Falls. It's not your typical rock show. It's a party and everyone's invited.
All right, I'm ready for it. Now, were there any songs that like you personally really wanted to put on the album and the rest of the band was like, no, man, we're not doing that?
No, I think everyone pretty much got their songs on there. There was a couple that we tried to do. It just didn't sound good. But my main thing was getting that Body Count cover on there. Who covered The Winner Loses. Because, I mean, who would ever cover a Body Count song, let alone their power ballad that, you have to hear it to believe it. And myself and Nadia, Dizzy's wife, who's in the band, we pushed for it. Yeah, lo and behold, we actually recorded it in a couple takes, and it came out great. So that was the one I really wanted to get on there, and it did, so I'm happy.
I think Ice-T would definitely be proud.
He actually tweeted it. We got thumbs up from the man himself, so I'm happy about that.
That's all you need right there.
Yeah, that was enough right there. No, we're headed in the right direction for sure. That was right before the record came out. I said to his bass player for Body Count the rough mix, and he liked it, so that's cool.
Now, last question for you. Don't want to keep you for too long, but as a guitar player myself, I'm curious if PRS is still your choice of guitar.
Yeah, that's by far. I mean, really the only guitar I've ever played professionally. I mean, since I got one when I was like 15 or 16 years old.
Cool.
I never played anything else. Yeah, I've been with them as an endorser for 23 years and counting, and I don't foresee myself playing anything else. So the best guitar is for what I do, for sure.
Yeah, I've never actually owned a PRS. I played lots of them, and what I love about them, I mean, they're just super, super clean. They got great action on them, so very good choice.
Well, the best thing about them is if you're anywhere in the world, and let's say that the airlines lose your luggage or whatever, and you pull one up the wall, like in a music store in Poland, it'll be the same guitar you have in America. They're so consistent, it's not even funny.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. Way to go. But once again, guys, Hookers and Blow making their way to the Roadhouse Saloon in Idaho Falls, March 11th. Now, this is going to be a very intimate show. From my understanding, the Idaho Falls show, only 100 tickets available, and all of them are VIP. So definitely kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Tickets go on sale at the Roadhouse today, so go and get them. Anything else you want to say, Alex?
I can't wait to see you guys in March. It's going to be a great time. Hookers and Blow in Idaho. It's going to be a party, so definitely get your tickets. That show will sell out, I'm pretty sure, so get them early.
Alex Grossi, everyone. Thank you. It's Shaggy for 94.9 and 104.5 The Pick.